I thought.
No! But it was hilarious that you sang with us though, because I was not expecting that.
Anyway, whenever you're ready.
One more time.
All right. Welcome to P3E Podcast.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Stop!
What?
Stop! It's not my birthday.
Wait,
what are you talking about?
We had it marked on our calendars. And everything.
Yeah, February 22nd.
Your
birthday.
Calendars were wrong.
2/22/12. Your birthday.
13.
Yes,
2013.
That's the date.
13. Yeah. Oh, I forgot because you're turning 12. That's why I got confused.
No,
you're 12 years old,
wait,
right?
no, you're
I'm 12/23.
12/23. We were off by a day.
We got all these gifts, though.
Wait, we weren't off by a day. We were off by a month.
I
All
guess
right, you never gave me gifts for my birthday, so.
So I got you. I got you a Steam gift card for $25.
Thank you.
What'd you get?
What I did was I got you a custom greeting card, a sound greeting card. Okay, so
Oh, God.
yep. So there it is. It says "Happy Birthday" on the front. Yeah, pop it open. Just pop that thing open. It's an Asian custom birthday card.
That was racist.
You're welcome.
And I didn't know what to get you, so I just stole these 20 episodes of an anime from my cousin. So
You torrented?
No. I stole. My cousin had them on like a box set.
Oh,
I just took them from him.
Yeah,
He's small. He's
well,
okay.
now
we were all really lazy. Is basically
now
what we're
I'm
saying.
going to have to show all of you up.
Oh no!
So, Chris,
Oh boy.
do you know my friend John?
I do not know him.
John
Well,
Mellencamp?
None of you know my friend John because
Big Gay John from the
Big
town.
Gay John? Oh, you do know him. Anyway, he's a sweet fellow. He is adorable. He loves leather. He got Mr. Leather in 2004. But anyway, long story short, he knows a guy who knows a guy who knows a guy, blah, 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 that works at Sony. And as you know, the PS4 was released today. Did you? Or not released, it was announced, right? Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, he said he got his hands on some exclusive developer tools for the PS4, and I know you like developing for video games, so do you think you want some of those for your fake birthday?
Yes, I would very much like them.
Well, I already got them, so here you go!
Hold
Thank
on.
you.
Now I got to show Angelo up. What I did, I got you a fridge magnet of Madoka Magica. Huh?
Showed me
10 times better than Angelo's, right? Come on.
I don't
Say
know.
it.
I think I like the.
Say it out loud. Wait,
I think
what?
I like the PS4 developer kit.
Chris,
more.
Chris, I spent $1,000 on this goddamn fridge magnet.
What does it have on it?
I spent $1,000 on the
What the?
It doesn't matter what it has.
Is it made of gold?
It's made out of heroin.
Oh, I see.
It's made out of 100% pure heroin.
I don't think I want that.
Fucking take it.
No.
Chris, if you don't take this, some guy's gonna fucking kill me. Do you understand that?
Wait, Scott, I'll take it.
It's not your fucking birthday. They said I had to give it to fucking Chris. Chris, this is fucking
well,
serious.
Well, it's
No.
my birthday. It's my birthday. Can I tell you
Shut
that?
the fuck up.
It's my birthday.
Anyway. So,
Welcome to P3E.
yes, I don't actually know a lot about this PS4 thingamabob. Can you inform me a little bit more on what it is?
Okay, so it's Sony's next gen system. I want one desperately, except it doesn't have backwards compatibility, which I'm pissed about.
That seems kind of... But Sony
That's
does that a
dumb.
lot, so...
Sony wants you to buy
Sony
a
loves to fuck
PS3
you
in
in the
addition to the
ass.
PS4.
Exactly.
Here's why I think the PS4 is dumb. I think here's why I think
right into
here's why
Wow.
I think the PS4 and the Xbox 720 are dumb is because I just don't think that this generation of consoles. I don't think that people that game regularly are ready to go out and buy a new console when like tons of awesome games are about to come out on the PS3, like Grand Theft Auto 5, like BioShock Infinite, like tons of games
The
like
Rest
that.
of Us.
The Last of
3
Us.
games
The Last of
count
Us,
as
whatever.
tons.
Not even that. It's like, you really think they're going to stop making PS3 games?
Anytime soon,
Yeah,
yeah.
like, like Call of Duty, they're not just going to come out with a PS4 Call of Duty.
Yeah, because that's too popular beyond belief. They'll probably port it for maybe the first year, and then after that, I think they're going to want to try and convince you to buy a new console.
There's literally no need to buy a PS4 or an Xbox 720 immediately. Maybe there will be in like
There really isn't.
in like 3 more years.
What are the new features,
Actually,
Chris? What are the new features?
It's gonna be like a high-end PC. It's got like
High-end PC, like, right.
Well, yeah, I heard it had
today's
streaming
times.
capability. Yeah. What is streaming
the
capability?
streaming capability. I think that's how they're incorporating backwards compatibility. Actually, like if you have the system and the games for it, you can stream. You can stream games from the PS1, the PS2, or the PS3 if you have a system that plays it to the PS4.
Interesting.
Because that's important.
Is it kind of like the Wii Shop channel? Will they have like downloadable versions of old games?
You actually have to have the PS3 in order to stream from the PS3 to the PS4. Because that makes sense.
Why would you have a PS3 and a PS4 like sitting right the fuck next to each other? Like,
Because you'll still play games from PS3.
So why do you have the PS4? This is what I'm saying.
Why is the streaming there?
It's going to have games that are going to be on the PS4 that aren't going to be on the PS3. That's a fact. That's how you convince...
Like what?
That's how you... I don't know, because I don't play PS3.
Are the is the graphics quality better?
Yeah. It's got... I forget what it was called. It was like a DDR8.
It was
GDDR8, which is like really, really high-end PCs use it for graphics cards.
It's
which
pretty nice.
Well, I mean, I guess that's the selling point right there, is that these games will be capable of having better graphics.
Right, because as of now, they're pretty much tapped out.
But I guess
it's not like people buy like games based on just solely graphics. Like, if you wanted to play the best graphics, you'd play on PC. That's like, but I'm playing on PS3 because I have one, and I'm going to continue to play on PS3 because I have one. I'm not going to go out and buy a PS4.
That doesn't mean like you don't compare back. You don't like graphics altogether. Like I like graphics. I'm
actually
not a graphics
PS3
whore.
is the best console graphics right now.
Yeah, well,
PS3 is the best console.
I don't think I'm ever going to look at a PS4 game and then look at a PS3 game and be like, "Holy shit! I used to play that. Can you believe it? It looks like vomit on a screen.
Well,
it's like one big ass pixel."
You also said regular gamers. You don't think people that play games regularly, and I disagree. I think if you're talking about a hardcore gamer, he's going to want to get the PS4 as soon as possible.
Sure. Yeah, but I think for normal consumer level gamers,
not necessarily. I consider myself
maybe
kind of a hardcore gamer, and I don't want to get the next gen systems until they're any of the next gen systems until they're at least a year old.
What I'm saying is, if you're talking about a hardcore PS3 player, and he plays it at least like once a day or once every 2 days.
Well, I'm saying that's what's the problem with the new handhelds. Like, I don't have a PS Vita because there's no reason for it.
There are no games.
I have a PSP and I don't even fucking use it. I just feel like maybe the only way that they'll save it is if they market it with a hardcore game, like a really good hardcore game that like everybody's like, oh my god, I gotta fucking get that.
Like Grand Theft Auto 5
I feel like
or BioShock Infinite.
Yeah, because you're going to play Grand Theft Auto 5 on a DS.
No, we're talking about the PS4.
I'm talking about
I think the biggest console exclusive that PS4 has announced yet is the new Final Fantasy. Whenever that comes out, and even that's not that big in America.
Could you imagine
it's
like
hard to get
some
Final
fourth grader
Fantasy.
flips open a DS and starts beating a hooker with a stylus?
They
on the
do
bottom
have
screen.
a Grand Theft Auto Chinatown.
Yeah,
they
they
do
already
have
have
it on the
Grand
DS.
Theft
Oh wow!
And
that's right.
And it is very brutal.
Can you get hookers in that game?
Yes, you can beat hookers.
Wow.
Nintendo let that on one of their consoles?
Yes, it is.
It's like the
fully
amount you
M-rated,
hit them with the stylus, money flies out. Like the more money flies out, the more you hit
I
them
don't know
with
if
the
it's
stylus.
exactly like that, but I know it's full
Isn't it
Grand
top
Theft Auto.
down?
Yeah, it's top down. I think that's
what the
right.
original Grand Theft Auto used to be like.
Yeah, back when it sucked dick. Am I right, guys?
I never actually played Grand Theft Auto.
Anyway, we were talking about this in the other room. Here's what I think that Sony should have done. Sony should have stopped making, or Sony and Microsoft should have stopped making games for their current generation of consoles, like 6 months before the new consoles came out. That way, whenever you walk into a GameStop, all the new games are PS4
That would
games
be May.
and Xbox 720 games. Right. So Xbox 720 games and PS4 games, and no one can play them because the consoles aren't out. And that's why when the consoles finally come out, then everyone's like, finally, we can play these new games. That's what I would have done.
People would be pissed.
That's what I would have done.
They've never done that before. They've never done something like that.
They've never done it. But like, what are you going to do?
Companies don't want to make their third-party companies don't want to make their games exclusive to the next generation of consoles because do you know if they're going to sell?
Yeah, they don't know if the console's working.
if the
Grand
next-
Theft Auto, it's gonna
listen,
totally
if
sell.
they were exclusive,
are
they
the
would fucking
PS4
sell.
But if the PS4s, if Grand Theft Auto is exclusive to the next gen, PS4, Xbox, the new Xbox,
Right.
I wholeheartedly believe if Grand Theft Auto
do you
5...
how do you know that the new PlayStation and new Xbox aren't going to be like $600 at launch like the PlayStation 3s were?
Well, no. Now you're just talking about the specific console.
No, but if
They're idiots if they sell that console higher than $350. They're idiots. That you're not going to get. You're not going to get sales.
If it costs $500 to make one of the consoles, then
They're not going to make $500. No way. Not especially with the fact that we're still in a piece of shit economy. $500? No one would buy that. But that has nothing to do with the games.
but no, if
I don't know. I'd stab someone for a PS4. I don't think I'd go out and buy one, but I'd probably stab someone for it if I saw them in a parking lot.
But no, if-
in a Walmart.
the
If
third party
it
companies,
had Grand Theft Auto 5 on it.
Exactly.
the third party companies don't want to take the chance on the console without an installed user base. They want to sell it on the consoles that already have thousands and
Here's what I
thousands
think.
and thousands of people playing it.
I think those franchises already have a built-in fan base.
Yeah.
That fans are going to follow that franchise
Well, I guess
wherever
Chris
the hell
isn't
it
just
is.
talking about like Grand Theft Auto. He's talking about like other third-party developers.
Well, that's what you do. You make Grand Theft Auto exclusive, so then everyone buys the console, and then all of a sudden, everyone has the console.
That's true.
Right.
But they already, I think what it is they already started developing it for the PS3, so
Right.
it's almost kind of a laziness in that they don't want to transfer it over
but
to
they
the
could
PS4.
take
Well, no,
6 months.
I think they might end up porting it because that could
But
be
then
why
just-
it got delayed.
Then it just hurts the PS4 version of
Then
it.
I just play it on the PS3. I'm not going to buy a new console to play a ported game.
Yeah, and then it just kills the PS4 sales. It's like, oh, I have Grand Theft Auto 5.
The video game
on
industry,
PS3.
how did they
Why would I buy a
release
PS4?
the current next-gen systems? How did they get so much hype? Because I remember when they came out, I was like, oh my god,
Because the Wii
everybody
had-
wanted
Because
to
it was
get
like
that.
a big jump.
It was
isn't
the
biggest
Wii that
big
was
jump.
big.
Well, yeah, it was
none of the
GameCube
other
to Wii,
No, fuck the
basically.
Wii. I wanted a PS3 when I was fucking when the PS3 first launched. I was like, guys, can you give me a Wii? And my parents got me no, not a Wii, a PS3. My parents got me a PS3 for Christmas the year it came out, and I was like, this is fucking awesome. Like I was so psyched about that.
And the console the jump between like Xbox 360,
And
PlayStation 2
PS2 to PlayStation 3 is
was the
amazing.
Yeah,
biggest
seriously.
jump.
That's a
Biggest jump.
huge ass jump. This one, not so much.
Not as much, but it's
Well, 'cause
significant.
it's so
we don't
hard.
know. Have you seen any
That's true.
games footage?
That's true.
No,
we
but
don't
I'm just
know.
saying,
All
just
I've seen-
because I can buy the same games on my PS3 automatically makes it not as big as a jump.
Well, are they going to make the same games on PS3?
That's the issue at hand.
That's the question. And then, are those games worth buying a whole new console? Because again, I want to play the new Luigi's Mansion, but it's on the 3DS, so I don't want to play it that badly.
So you were like, nah.
Yeah, I want the new Fire Emblem really badly, but not buy a 3DS bad.
Wow. You know what everyone should just do? Just don't buy PS4s and Xbox 720s. Just see what happens.
Dude,
Let's all make a pact that no one who likes games will buy a PS4 or Xbox 720 just to see what happens.
We're making that pact right now.
Yeah, so everyone in the gaming community that listens to this podcast, of course, don't buy one.
What about Wii U's?
You can buy a shit ton of Wii U's just so Nintendo will be like, holy shit, they're buying Wii U's. And then Sony's like, what are we going to do? And they fucking take out samurai swords and fucking jab it in their stomachs.
No, then everybody's going to make tablet controllers.
Exactly, everyone's going to make tablet controllers.
No.
Someone rushes into Bill Gates' office. They're like, Mr. Gates, no one's buying a 720.
And then he's like, I'm retired. I don't give a fuck.
he's like, fuck
I
you,
got
mother.
more money than to do with it. Here, I'll buy some.
The day
care.
Microsoft makes tablet controllers is the day that I stop using Xbox.
Really,
Wow.
really, Garrett.
What if all of the gaming systems just
That is the
suddenly
day I
started?
stop buying new consoles.
Wow. What's wrong with a tablet controller, Garrett?
You know how fucking stupid those tablet controllers are?
I haven't used it, so I don't
They're
really
so
know.
dumb.
I heard they're not very responsive.
They're not. They
Well, what if
don't
it was?
work.
What if it was like an iPad quality?
It is like an
touchpad?
iPad.
But then it would be very responsive.
No.
What are you talking? Have you ever played a game on an iPad?
An
No,
iPad's
iPad is far
fucking
more responsive than a Wii U.
No.
Wii U has
Yeah.
single touch mapping.
Oh, see, that's it. It doesn't have multi-touch gestures. That's what it is.
You got that multi-touch.
If you're going to touchscreens. You got to do it right.
You gotta do more.
Yeah.
You basically gotta get Apple to do it for you.
Nintendo tried to do too much with the Wii U and ended up failing in all aspects.
Well, I
because
respect-
the tablet controller failed. The tablet controller was not good because they didn't have multi-touch or anything like that in there because it would have cost them too much. And then because they tried to make the tablet controller, the internals of the Wii U's themselves suffered because they didn't have enough money to put a good processor in it.
Yeah. And while
because they tried to do both, they failed at both of the things.
Yeah, while I respect them for trying to be outside of the box, being outside the box doesn't sell games for you.
There comes a point when
check
it's too
it out.
much.
You got to play this game with 2 wavy dildos in your hands. Want to buy it? Anyone? No? Oh
That's the
God!
problem.
Take out a gun, shoot yourself.
The Wii sold the Wii itself just sold a shit ton of copies, more than Xbox 360 and PlayStation
But it
combined.
didn't sell as many
It didn't
games.
sell any many games, which is where Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3 made a shit ton of profit off. Made more profit off of Nintendo. Is selling the game licensing and all that shit.
Right.
Because
Yeah, most
with
people
with
got
the
a Wii, played
nobody-
Wii Sports.
With the Wii, nobody wanted to make good games for the Wii because they wanted to sell
Because
it
the control scheme was so
They wanted
weird.
to sell it on the they wanted to sell it on the maximum amount of consoles possible with the least amount of work. If they
Well, that
Exactly, because they didn't want to map
how the
it for
fuck
the
are you
new
gonna make
controller.
a
it
game
wasn't.
like-
It wasn't the controllers. It was the graphics.
Really?
Yeah,
it would
but
have been
how-
more the graphics because the Wii graphics were so poor in comparison to the PlayStation 3 and the Xbox 360.
And also-
if they wanted to port it to the Wii, they would have had to build the graphics engine from ground up again for the Wii because you can't really decrease the quality.
You know
as
what the
much.
Wii needed? It needed like porn games. That shit would have sold
What?
like gangbusters if they'd had like porn motion games or something like that.
and then say
That's
goodbye
true.
to your
I think-
Nintendo's entire audience.
Yeah, it's like Sonic. You get to fuck Tails.
You know what's sad? There's a large
Now
there
we're
is a
crossing the line.
large group of people who like Sonic porn, and I don't know why. I don't know what's attractive
The
about
fact
that.
that that's
Yeah.
a thing.
Sonic porn is a thing.
Sonic porn exists.
Rule 34.
If it
Exists,
exists,
there's porn of
there's
it.
porn. We actually
Oh
talked
my
about
god,
that
there
in my
must be
media class.
P3 porn.
Oh my
somewhere.
god! Oh yeah, that's right. We made it. I forgot. We're the ones that made that.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, do we want to go into this article
Yes.
that we
Yeah.
have?
What's the article, Scott?
This article. It is woman dumps.
News with Scott C's.
We have breaking news from 7 hours ago from Yahoo.com. Apparently, a woman dumped her boyfriend after finding him with another woman in an online map.
What?
Russia's version of Google Maps, Yandex Maps.
Russia has a
Yan-
version
Yan-
of Google Maps.
Yandex
They're that
Maps.
advanced? Oh my god.
They're catching up to us. They must be stopped. She wanted to get a closer look at a building. I guess that she was like an apartment building or something like that. So she went to the Street View feature, and when she zoomed into the Street View, she fucking scrolled around and saw her boyfriend kissing another woman on the sidewalk where the Street View was.
Whoa, man.
Which is hilarious. Like, that is crazy that...
How do you even get that much of a coincidence?
Like, the fact... I just want to imagine that this guy covered his tracks, like, really well. Like, he was fucking, like, swabbing up his semen from, like, inside of the other one's vagina, like, to make sure that no one fucking knew where he was.
Hold still, babe.
And then just all of a sudden, boom, like, Yandex is like, we got you, motherfucker! I don't know. I can't do a good Russian accent. Garrett, do your Russian accent.
Soviet Russia. Maps find you.
That's fine to you.
Maps find you.
Garrett, get closer to the mic.
I'm closer to the mic. In Soviet Russia, Mike's speaking to you.
Exactly. Needless to say, this woman is lucky as hell, though. Could you imagine finding that and just be destroyed at your computer?
Yeah.
You're like, you're with another woman on you. He's like, honey, what are you talking about? She's like, I found you on Yandex Map with that whore. She's like, what the fuck is Yandex Map? She's like, it's our version of Google Maps. And he's like,
It's like,
oh.
why don't you just fucking use Google Maps?
He's like, yeah, why is that a thing? She's like, don't change the subject, I'm mad.
Did they have a picture with it?
They did have a picture with it, but it didn't load on my iPad.
Well, we'll find the picture. The picture should that be our cover picture?
Yeah, we can use this as the cover picture.
Sure.
So look at the screen right now if you're listening to this, and
Like,
you will see it.
People are like, oh, so that's what we were fucking staring at for 10 minutes. I don't know what this had to do with video games. But I guess it's coming around.
Hey, are these two people kissing? Are these the PS4 they keep talking about? We have really old people listening to the podcast.
hey, they're New Yorkers too.
They're New Yorkers. They're like, hey, where's this PS4 nonsense?
The only reason they're New Yorkers is because that's the only accent I can do convincingly.
That's the only accent all of us could do, except do a New York Russian guy.
What?
Combine them.
Combine them.
Hey, in Soviet Russia. I don't know.
I think it almost got there. We'll work on it. We'll come back to you people.
Brooklyn. I don't know.
In Brooklyn.
We have our top men working on it. Top men.
And then Garrett gets loaded into a box and pushed into a fucking warehouse.
I hope they poked air holes in the box.
Anyway.
So, also, do we want to go into the music thing?
Go ahead, do it.
All right. Do a thing for me. Do an interlude for me.
And when Garrett
Angelo's album analysis.
This week, Garrett gave me a lovely collection of would it be considered electronic music?
It's like electronic house, indie pop. Something like that.
He gave me some electronic music to listen to. It was by, what was the artist?
Lemaitre.
And it was their first two albums?
Relativity 1 and 2.
Relativity
EPs.
1 and 2. Yes, and I actually was glad that you gave me 2 because I got to see their development over time, which was interesting to see.
Also, Angelo played these with, like, speakers in our room, so I also heard this music.
Yes, and it was funny because we compared notes, Scott and I.
You
guys wrote notes?
I didn't write notes. I just said everything that was in his notes.
I wrote 2 pages of notes.
You wrote 2 pages? Wow.
I'm just gonna give you
and
the brief
only
overview.
half the words are spelled wrong. I'm kidding, Angelo. I'm sorry.
Wow.
I'm sorry.
Well, so anyway, and actually our opinions kind of.
I have the same exact opinions as Angelo. So when you yell at him, also yell at me.
No. I'm going to yell directly at you.
Anyway, Angelo.
So
Garrett, yell directly at the mic.
Well,
finish him.
I'm gonna start with the positives, and then I'll work my way into the negatives.
I'm ready.
So my
positives. Wait, I forgot. I didn't write down any
my
positives.
favorite song was called "The End," and it was at the end of the first album.
Shocker.
I enjoyed that one because it had a mix of piano and I guess it was like a staticky kind of noise. It sounded really cool how they did it.
That's kind of their signature.
I really enjoyed how they combined the organic sound with the more electronic beat. My least favorite song was "Steady State." I
don't remember that one.
Exactly, you don't remember that one.
I'll give you a hint because it all sounds the same.
Well, it's not. We're getting to that, Scott.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You're taking away my thunder.
God.
I'm sorry.
But-
I'm sorry.
Killing me.
But that one specifically, something about it just made me say, this is like the most generic song I have ever heard. Like, I just was like, this could be anyone's song. If you played this song next to another electronic song, I would have a very difficult time figuring out which one's which.
Wow,
But anyway,
you sound so ignorant.
Are you serious?
anyway.
Are you serious, Garrett?
You know how much encompasses just an electronic genre?
And I enjoyed their sense of tempo. I thought that they had a really good grasp on, like, how to really keep beats going in a song. I thought that
It's house tempo.
that was definitely their strongest point.
so I
was
gotta
the
take
tempo.
notes because that is a
So,
house tempo.
Now, the cons.
Oh boy.
My biggest con was that there was a lack of attachment the whole time. I was listening to the music and I was like, what is this? What is the missing? What is missing from this?
Oh my god.
And I
Let
was
me guess.
like-
It's the lyricism.
Not the lyricism.
Like I can understand that sometimes an instrumental is good, but
There-
there was no.
Go ahead.
I wasn't attached to the songs. Like I was not.
There's no way to be emotionally involved in these songs.
There's no
at all.
emotional involvement.
There's no emotional involvement at all.
No!
Even because I don't need lyrics, because I'll get emotionally involved in to a score of a movie, like a huge orchestra playing a song. I'll get involved in that. I'll get emotionally involved in that.
They used.
You can't.
They have that
I
theme
cannot
throughout
get
their-
emotionally involved
throughout
in this
their
music.
EPs.
It makes me feel nothing. I feel dead
Wow.
inside when I listen to this music.
You feel dead. Wow.
I didn't get a very strong emotional interaction. There was really
I
no
love it.
reaction
It clicked
to
for me.
it.
Did you
And
listen
then-
to the the last song.
I listen to every single song.
One of my favorite songs is "Appreciate," the Uppermost remix.
Did you do the remix? Yes. Actually, I thought that the remix was worse.
What?
Because
No!
At least
I love Uppermost so much.
Appreciate Myself. The original song. It reminded me kind of a Wreck-It Ralph, and I liked that. Like it sounded a little bit like a Wreck-It Ralph song.
I love Uppermost so much. Now I'm going to give you some Uppermost songs.
And you probably like that because it reminded you of something that you were emotionally attached to.
Exactly.
Which is Wreck-It Ralph.
So they'd had to use something else. No, okay. And then my final one. The songs feel almost interchangeable. Like they don't. I really didn't have.
They have that theme to it. They're supposed to kind of blend in a little bit with one another.
I felt like it was to the point where it was basically just there was no need.
Don't
for song
say
titles.
they're the same. Don't say
say the thing you just said. Say the thing you just said because I think Garrett talked over it. The song titles.
Oh, there was no need for song titles.
What is the point of calling these anything?
You could shuffle the song titles and no one would maybe appreciate because they say appreciate 50 times. But then that's the only one that staples that down.
You're killing
me.
Like
the song titles have no significance at all.
One of them is called Coffee Table, folks, which I know that's Garrett's favorite song. One of them is called Coffee Table.
All by myself.
It's called Coffee Table. You don't know why. You look at it and it's like, oh, it's called Coffee Table. It must be about a table.
You guys didn't think hard enough.
And anyway, the lyrics themselves, even though there are lyrics, you can't even hear them. You can't even fucking hear the lyrics.
Because the lyrics aren't supposed to be the main focus of the song.
Scott, what do you think about that?
When I hear a song, yes, I'm involved. I like the music, like mostly. The lyrics are probably what first attach me to a song. Like
oh my god, you're killing me.
The lyrics are
you will never like electronic music if you can't let go of lyrics.
It's not letting go of lyrics. I
love how you're saying it's a let go. Like you have to.
That should be a disclaimer before you listen to. That should be a disclaimer before you listen to any sort of like EDM song. Is that you have to let go of the lyrics. You cannot care that much about the lyrics. The point is listening to the actual instrumentals because that's where all the time and effort is being put into.
If we're listening to the instrumental, why do we care?
But what are we getting out of it? What are we getting out of the electronic music?
You listen to it and you make this like story. You like try to picture it in your head.
So you're saying you gotta create it. You gotta create.
You get a story when you
gotta put forth a little bit of effort.
So you get a story when you're listening to Steady State.
Yeah.
What is the story?
What is the story?
Well, it's just like little images. Let my mind go wild.
Take us through the Appreciate remix. What's the last time you listened to that?
I don't know. I just imagine this very dancey kind of scene. I don't know. It's just you got to use your imagination.
Is every story a rave?
Not necessarily. But
it's like but the other song I pictured like 20 dancing people. The other one is like 50.
Oh my god.
I'm sorry, but I just felt like
I hate it when people say you got to focus on the vocals.
I'm not saying you have to focus on the vocals. I'm just saying that even for the instrumental part, there was nothing connecting me to it.
What I'm saying is I'm more easily attached to it, like emotionally involved in the song if it has lyrics, but if it doesn't, I can still like create a story in my mind. Like I like listening to movie scores. I can get involved in a score.
But they're
of a movie.
usually done with a full orchestra.
Right.
It's just we found it very hard to connect to electronic, very synthetic beats.
I feel like we're being too hard on it, but like I did like some of the beats were pretty cool, and I like listening to them. But it's like I get nothing
being
more
critical. We're trying to be critical.
I get nothing more out of it beyond that.
I did enjoy it. I will say I enjoyed listening to again The End. That one was very good. Even Appreciate I really liked. And I only
like Coffee Table. I love Coffee Table.
The only reason I love Coffee Table is as soon as I heard it, I was like, "This is that song Garrett plays all the time."
Oh my god, that song is amazing.
It is. I like the beginning, but after that, it goes into just.
Excuse Me is my favorite one from them. Absolutely.
But anyway, so again, we do sound very brutal, but we again are trying to be a little critical.
It's very funny because they have that sort of theme to them, and they're more on the unique and original side in terms of like electronic music. Yes. Which is part of the reason why I wanted to give it to you right off the bat.
Okay.
Well, do you have your albums? Say your albums.
Next week, Garrett will be listening to 9 Lives by Aerosmith. Probably one of their lesser-known albums, but still pretty good. I mean, it has some good singles off of it, but a lot of people don't listen to the whole album.
Do you have your next one, Garrett?
Yeah, I have a mix. It's a really long song containing a bunch of other songs. I listened to it while I was studying yesterday for art history, which I probably failed.
Wow.
Probably failed that quiz. But yeah, I think you'd like it because it had a lot of folky kind of stuff in it, and it also, I think, transitions a little bit into what some more electronic stuff. It's on the lighter side, I think.
Well, I'm excited for that. I mean, I like doing this. I like trying to widen my...
No, folk is just...
Right.
It's a fun thing.
Yeah, Garrett doesn't like folk music.
Folk music is great.
But anyway, so I think this...
I need more American music.
Well, we didn't get to the Beatles this week, but next week
we're gonna have a Beatles.
We're gonna try to do the Beatles thing.
We actually learned that both Garrett and Chris are not fans of the Beatles.
Correct, and Angelo and I are big fans.
And damn proud of it.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, I'm proud of not being a fan.
Also, there's definitely going to be a P3E short in the time between this podcast and the next podcast.
We're definitely getting the commercial out.
Yes.
And then we might have the other
Don't
one.
ruin it!
It's a secret. The other one's a secret.
It's a secret.
But we'll say that it's a commercial based off another commercial.
It's a parody of a commercial. That's going to be out before the next podcast
now
comes
you just
out.
ruined it.
No, they don't know what commercial it is.
They have no idea what commercial.
No, I think they know damn well.
Oh, right. Message the Facebook page with what
comment,
you think.
Guess, we'll tell you if you're right.
Yeah, comment, guess, and then we'll tell you if it's right.
If you guess right, we're going to say you're wrong.
I think Dalton, I'm pretty sure you told Dalton.
No, I don't think we did.
No, we didn't.
Anyway, so we'll talk to you later, and
Use your mind powers.
we are out.
See you next week.
Yes, see you next week.